All right, guys, we are going to actually make a dry snow globe pen. Sometimes the liquid can be a little intimidating to some people, and that's okay. So we are going to make this cute little, it's either serial killer documentaries or Christmas movies. Either way, I'm slaying or slaying. So we got some cute little Michael. I didn't have any knives, so I know this isn't really a documentary, but it's gonna work. So we're gonna use these little cute little Michaels, and then I got some ho 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 glitter, and we're just gonna do it as a dry one, and then we're going to add a bloody drip to it. So let's get started. First, we're going to add in some of the Michaels, however many you want. Again, this is going to be a dry shaker, so we're not going to add any liquid into this one. So you'll be able to just shake it and they'll be like that. So next we're going to add in some hose. Ho, ho, ho. So in my old house, I had a whole bottle of these, actually in the rental that we were at, and they accidentally spilled, and I said, "Ho down." And then it became a joke because there were hose all over the house. So just like that, I just threw them all over. We were tracking them around on our feet. It was kind of funny. So we got some Michaels in there, and we got some hose in there, and they're just kind of all mixed up in there, just like that. So we're gonna leave it dry. And again, the hose are everywhere. And we're just gonna put the cork on it. No need to seal it. There's no liquid going to come out. And there you have just a cute little dry shaker. So that's that part. Next, we're going to wrap our bottom, and we're going to, I always find it easier just to push out the bottom. So you'll notice in here there's two sides. That one is further down than that side. So this side is where the ink goes. So when you're applying your template or your wrap, you want to make sure that you have it the right way, or else it'll be upside down, and we don't want that. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put our wrap on there, and you got to make sure it's straight. The thing that actually helps it to go on straight, I have a pen guide somewhere right here. I'm a little discombobulated as always. So if we put this on here, and this is the ink pen side, so we want it to go this way, this helps you to get it on there completely straight, because sometimes doing it and eyeballing it doesn't work. So there, that's better. All right, look at, I got a hole on my finger. All right, so now that we have that part on there, and next we're going to add some blood drip. So we've got the Quick Drip Red Rum from Resin Rockers. This cures under 48 watts. So we've got our Magic Cure lamp sitting right here. So we're ready with our 48 watts. All right, and we are going to take the red rum, and we are just going to add some blood drips to this pen, because why not? How fun will that be? And you're just going to squeeze it all the way around, just like that. And then you can also like tap it down without getting your finger in it, so that it runs down. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and cure that under our Magic Cure lamp for 2 minutes at 48 watts. All right, and last but not least, we are going to cover our wrap with Resin Rockers Skim Coat, and you don't need very much, just a thin little line. And then what you're going to do is, as you go around, you'll feel that your finger is dragging. When you feel that drag, you're going to go the other way, because there's plenty on here that it's going to cover this entire wrap all the way around. So once it feels smooth all the way around, then you know that you have that wrap entirely covered. Now you do want to continue to go in one direction. So either go this way or this way. Don't rub it back and forth. So whichever way you start, do it that way for a while, and then you can turn your pen and go the other way as I did. But again, don't rub back and forth because you will cause friction, which will cause more air bubbles. So now that we have that wrap covered, we're gonna let it spin for about 10 seconds. And then we let it spin under the lamp, 36 watts, and we're going to do 2 minutes on each side. And we're gonna put that into our pen holder so that way we don't have to sit and hold it. That's our pen tray. So we're going to go ahead and put that in here and let that cure. All right, so once that's finished, we're gonna go ahead and take it out of the lamp, and we are going to take it off. Now if you're selling these, I would recommend letting your skim coat sit. I let mine sit overnight typically, but at least for 15-20 minutes, because that will continue to degas and it will still feel tacky. So for the video purposes, I am touching it right away. But if you're selling them or want it to look more professional looking, give it more time to degas. Don't touch it right away. All right, so we are, it looks like I gotta clean this up. One second. Had to get my knife. So inside I did get some resin run over, so you do want to take a knife and clean that out on both sides just in case there's run over, else it's not gonna fit back together. All right, so we have that. And then we have our ink that we set aside. And there we have our cute little either slayin' or slayin' dry shaker. How fun is that?